Shalom, guys. I hope that you are doing well. I'm not sure what was going on with my camera there. Um, welcome in today. Welcome back. You are returning back. My name is Shannon Hensley, and if you are new, I'm glad to have you. I do a different type of a work here. I have respect for the King of Glory, the great divine who's running the universe and the host thereof, and we're just very spiritual here. We've had an awakening. Some of us have, some people haven't, I guess. I'm not religious, I'm just spiritual, and I love the Word of Elohim. The scripture is actually found in the and I cannot speak no more, no less outside of energy. And so you'll get a different type of a work here. A lot of times we are looking at crime. Everybody has fallen down before sometime in their life, just in some way, shape, or form. And every one of us have to look in the mirror when we do that. And so either you will or you won't. I don't know. If you will, then I have respect for you. It's not an easy thing when you fall down to have to look in the mirror, but it has to be done. You prove who you are in the earth or what, if you won't do it, I'm just asking for you, just go ahead and click off my channel. I don't have any respect for you. You're a lost cause in my eyes in the earth realm. I don't know. I just would like for you just to leave my channel. I don't want to have to feel your energy if you don't give a rip about you obviously don't give a rip about yourself. You're a person that is in mischief, and that stuff is what I go after here to get it out of the earth. And if you have remorse in your falling down of whatever you're in, then just get up, make it right. If you do have righteousness in you, you will do it. And that's where grace and mercy and stuff like that comes in from the Father above. So anyway, those of you who've been there and done that, like everybody who has fallen down and has looked in the mirror, we can testify to the one who needs to get up today and do that it is possible to do it and to find the grace of God. So anyway, I encourage you to do it. But again, if you won't, please leave my channel. I have no respect for you whatsoever. So anyway, we're going to get in here today and see what's going on. I just love you so much, Jehovah. Hey, if it's your birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. Jehovah, just come on in here and just begin to do your work and reveal what needs to be revealed. We have, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. We have a job to do, to first judge ourselves, and then when we're in situations, to judge the situation. Somebody has not done that, now there's evilness around. It says somebody is sick of somebody just hanging around all the time, and they're annoyed. The Most High is revealing the heart of people. So some of these energies will go for some, and some energies that come out in this reading will go for others. They may all go for one person, I don't know. But if you've been hanging around somebody and you won't let that person have their space, they're annoyed by you, okay? For whatever reason why you're there, I don't know. Insecurity reasons, things like that, I don't know. So we got Daniel coming out, the book of Daniel. It says, Elohim of heaven shall set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. Thank you, Jehovah. And the kingdom shall not be left over to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all other kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. It's going against these people that are fully set in their heart to go do some evil here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the book of Zechariah coming out. Somebody's name could be Dan or Daniel or Zechariah or Zachary or Zach or something like that could also be coming out here. It says, these are the things that you shall do, saith Jehovah. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor, and execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates. Let none of you imagine an evil thing in your heart against your neighbor, and love no false oath. We got people out here fully setting their heart to go do something evil. They've oathed together to go do something nasty. For all these things I hate, saith the Most High God, Jehovah Elohim. All right, let's get into the message. Yehovah, I appreciate you so very much. Thank you for boldness. Somebody needs to get up in here and put their finger in the face of that wickedness and turn from doing something out here. You're fixing to get consumed in a really bad way. I did a combination reading last night, and the Most High brought out a sentence over some kingdom, some headship was being divided and destroyed by the Most High God, and He is no respecter of person, folks. If we don't walk uprightly before the Most High God, then you're His enemy. We must fear the Most High. Somebody just turned a blind eye to something out here, and they didn't put it. It was an evil work. Something evil was out here, and somebody did not put their finger in the face of it and say that was evil. It's sad because we got a lot of people in the earth, they don't know right from wrong anymore. It just feels right to me, or I'm angry, so I'm justified for doing this thing. And no, you and I are not justified in that nonsense. What are you going to bring out here, Most High God? I thank you for freedom of speech. I thank you for freedom of speech. Let your word go forth, Yehovah. Let your word go forth. I'm sick and tired of people hanging around on my internet gates on my channel. And I'm putting my finger up in your face for trying to block it. If you are new, you don't understand, or I'm sure you're not new. There's no way that I can get up in here and talk about being stranded and people hitting me off for the mob because they want to try to get away with thievery and murder that's already happened. I'm appalled at people doing this. I'm appalled at it. And you will not go without being punished by my Elohim. What you do is wrong here. You have no right. Care who you are. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. All the money that somebody's trying to get by in a fraudulent way. In a fraudulent way. With that Ten of Pentacles, there's large sums of money here where the Ten of Pentacles comes out. Somebody's made a false oath in their marriage. The Ten of Pentacles is a covenant type of card. It's commitments and things like that. And somebody, I guess, did something maybe for the money, married for the money, made a vow before God and man, the preacher, and it was all for the money. And God hates that false oath there that you did. The Nine of Cups in the reverse is narcissistic, overindulging energies here. We have the Six of Swords kind of coming out as pretty much in the reverse. Somebody can't leave troubled waters with this energy. And the Seven of Pentacles waiting on the investment that was made that is absolutely an error. Something around love. Again, this wasn't love. Somebody's made a false vow out here attached to something or with some type of investment. If it's not a marriage for you, show me more information. The Nine of Wands in the reverse. The Hierophant. Again, that's a marital situation there as well. That was last night when I was reading. This Hierophant was in the secret. And whose reading was that? Pisces and Taurus? I don't remember whose reading it was. There was legal stuff everywhere. And the deck that I was using was showing this Hierophant cloaked. And the most I had my hands find a card that talked about somebody who was cloaked in their apparel, deceiving. It's also spiritual cloaking as well. But that reading was over the top. But there is some type of a commitment. Bank systems go back to this. Marital situations, spiritual situations. We have the Seven of Wands. Somebody's a baseball player out here as well, or somebody connected with a baseball or liking baseball. That Seven of Wands always kind of gives me that feel of baseball. We also have the Three of Pentacles. There's third parties out here. And the Three of Cups. Okay. Well, when you get a couple of threes like that, there's deception. And then we have the Eight of Cups. So again, there's been an investment that has been made out here falsely. I'm going to turn this light off so y'all can see those cards a little bit better there. So we got somebody out here that's hanging around. Somebody's annoyed, but they're there. You need to know that the Most High is showing they're there because there's been some type of an investment out here for why ever they're there. They're waiting on something with this energy coming out. Show me what deck of cards you want me to clarify with. Somebody's waiting for somebody to be receptive to something today, but it's because somebody's stuck and they can't leave something. Okay, they're hanging around because they stuck up in something. They've done some type of a third party collaborating energy out here. Okay, and there's some type of an attacking or something like that, or blocking or something like that. This is about getting a victory though and standing your ground. Okay, somebody needs to get up in here. If you know of a evil work of some sort, you need to speedily get up and execute a judgment against it, because it's also foretelling if you don't, people are going to gather together and do some nonsense out here, and it's going to be fully set in them to go do some wicked thing. At the same time, Most High said their kingdom ain't going to stand if they doing something against somebody who's upright in this energy. The Most High is going to devour them. He'll let wicked people turn on wicked people, but the game changes when wicked people are trying to go against somebody who's keeping the Most High God's ways. Sovereignty comes in with God there. You can go ahead and gather together all you want against God's people, but He has a covenant with us. You'll fall in your own traps when it gets to that point. Show me this Seven of Pentacles. We have too many promises by Yehovah. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay, they facing some type of jail. They're nothing but snares and thorns, and they're caught in something. That's why they just hanging around. That Seven of Pentacles is waiting. They're caught in something. They caught in something. They trying to get out of all this money situation. They thinking that they're going to take it. Somebody was trying to leave town in one of the other readings because there was a murder there. Show me that Ten of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. It was collaborated for. All kinds of money is out here. Show me more information. What's hidden here? The Two of Wands. That's a plot at a crossroad. And the Five of Cups. Okay, well, somebody's severed here, or fixing to be severed from God Almighty. They made a false oath out here around a love situation or a marriage, and you talk about being severed and not coming back or can't because they're stuck up in some nonsense out here. You'll be consumed out of this nonsense. Whoever the fallen people are in this matter, there's a cleaving apart of something in a really big way out here. There was a bribe yesterday that was coming out. The wheel. It's consequences to this thing, folks. This is the Yod-Hey is out here. And look, if you don't know the the seriousness of making a vow with the Most High God and before Him, you might want to go down below and watch that video where I show you the whole name of God in the tarot and explain what it's about. And if that don't put a fear in you, then you're a kook and you're destined for destruction in a really big way here. But the Six of Pentacles is here, and that's probably a bribe. Okay, some type of a bribery was around some type of a union or something. If you've got an upcoming marriage or something like that, and the person is not keeping the ways of the Most High or His commandments or anything like that, there's a great big storm here coming on somebody like that. That's past energy. It doesn't look good for people who are not keeping the ways of the Most High God. You're destined for something really bad to take place here. Give us some words, Jehovah. The Most High is going to supply somebody's need. We have the Vice President coming out as well. A baseball. It definitely is here. That card shows so. Okay, so you in some type of big baseball, whatever, you got a lot of money and somebody's around you for a commitment, or maybe just a friend is here, or some type of signing, some type of a contract for whatever. Somebody hanging around just because you have the money or whatever that is. I mean, somebody want you to be receptive to something with that Ace of Cups or whatever that is. Something's out here. This says, dance with me forever. It's a wish and a true, truthful love. If it's one-sided for some of you all, or you have a third party that don't like that connection for you, then that energy will go that way. Show me more information here. Feeling ashamed. Yes, that actually came out in a totally different deck this morning before I started. Said somebody was feeling really ashamed for something. Now it's coming out of this deck. We also have, what good is wealth if it's not shared for upright purposes? We have a lot of greed in the earth realm. It says that when the land sins against the Most High God by trespassing grievously against him, then will he stretch out his hand. This is the arm of God, the pictograph. I show you what it looks like down below in his name. So it's out here. We've got somebody who has not put a judgment on something, folks, speedily. There's evilness out here. And now it's affecting all kinds of people. For what one sinner has done has been a really horrific thing to a lot of people now for this verse to come out. So when the land sins against the Most High God, you'll hold it by transgressing and trespassing grievously. Then Jehovah says, I will stretch out mine hand upon the land, and I will break the staff of bread, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. Though these three men were found in the land, Noah, Daniel, and Job. We have Daniel that came out here just for the name's sake, just to bring a confirmation in. They shall only deliver themselves by their own righteousness, keeping the commandments of God out here. He's going to supply the need over here to people who are going to stand uprightly regardless. He keeps us alive in famine. There's an artist out here. For this you know that no whoremonger and no unclean person and no covetous man who is an idolater has any inheritance in the kingdom of God. There's a prime minister out here. It's right here. The Hierophant is. Whether you be upright or not, I don't know. It goes both ways all day long. But there is somebody out here. Somebody who shaves their head is a clue. Interesting, because that reading that I did last night, the picture showed somebody whose head was completely shaved. They were said, now whether if you have a shaved head and you're upright, you are, but in that picture, somebody was just ate up in that picture and holding their head, and their whole head was bald. And I said, you might be dealing with somebody who shaves their head, because it was really showing itself. Now it's coming out here in wording. Spirituality is here. We also have the 9th house is here. This is about perception, your hips, your thighs, your liver. And the liver will, just extract all the bile out of a situation. Your liver is to be, it has a meaning of honor as well. Okay. We also have pride and conceit. And there was somebody who was just like really lift up in their pride and conceit last night as well. Beholding something and looking towards something or someone of importance is also here. All right. And that should be the most I got. Something's out here. All right, well, there's that card. It is at the bottom of the deck. So let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses. It came out here. This is the one that was I was talking about. It says, thus says Jehovah, they feel so bad and ashamed, and somebody needs to pray for somebody. Okay, well, if somebody feels bad and ashamed for not putting a sentence on an evil work, then may God give you grace. You're going to get up and do what's right within it. If you, obviously somebody's feeling ashamed for something. Somebody says, I can't wait to hold you in my arms. Okay, so whatever that's about, it could be about family or somebody who is supposed to be with you. I don't know. For some of y'all, there's a third party out here involved in something that's happened. We have a hidden relationship that is out here with this, and there was a baby attached to something. This is a fertility. It's also a construction work or a worker. It is luxury. All these pentacles are out here, and I think that's all that this represents. It's the NG together, or it looks like two X's. Some of y'all have two X's on two sides of something with the connection as well, and something stupid is out here around it, then so be it. Or your ex is still hanging around for something, and you're annoyed for whatever that is coming out for, then it is. We also have the letter H out here, the Y. And those are all the letters that came out. I'll be back today for more. Shalom.